All right, hey y'all. So we had a presentation for y'all last week, and we're back again with another presentation. And we just wanted to reintroduce ourselves since we're doing online learning. And I know I haven't met y'all in person yet, so I figured I'd reintroduce myself. So my name is Saint Inna Akudi Hor, but y'all can just call me Saint for short. My pronouns are he, him, and I am one of the MSW interns working with Chelsea. And I'll let everyone else introduce themselves as well. Lena, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So my name is Lena Nguyen. You just call me Lena. I go by she, her pronouns. I graduated from Beach 2 years ago. So, yep, I used to be in your spots too. And I am the bachelor student working with Chelsea and Saint. Um, and yeah, thank you for letting me be a part of your space today.
Hi, I'm Melissa McCullough. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Teen Health Center mental health counselor.
Hi, everybody. I am Miss Chelsea. I am your school social worker, and I use she, her pronouns as well. So, we are your support team, and we know that it's weird to be trying to form supportive relationships with people through a screen. So, hopefully, as you see this talk and you saw us talk about consent last week, hopefully, you're getting to know us a little bit through these videos, and we hope that as you get to know us better, you feel comfortable reaching out to us by Teams or email so that we can support you because we really do want to be here to support you. And today we are going to talk about something that's really important and really difficult to talk about. We want to talk to you guys about suicide prevention. And your advisory teacher is going to go through a lesson in just a minute here that Lena and Saint helped create as well. So we just wanted to give some context because this is a really personal and hard topic. And in addition to this being a hard topic anyway, it's very weird to be talking about this type of thing virtually, and it's very weird to be like a supportive friend or a supportive therapist or whatever virtually, because a lot of the warning signs that you'll see in this presentation, things like feeling hopeless or feeling lonely or isolating, those can be legitimate warning signs that someone might be feeling suicidal. But they're also a very normal, common feeling for all of us to be experiencing right now because of the pandemic and because of quarantine. So we just want to like encourage you guys to be checking in with the people that you love in a really real way right now. Some people worry about asking their friends directly, like, hey, are you doing okay? Are you thinking about hurting yourself? Are you thinking about ending your life? Those are kind of scary questions to ask somebody, but we just want to reassure you that if you ask somebody that question and you know that it's coming from a place of love and care, that's not going to like plant any ideas in their mind. They're going to know that you're asking that question because you love them. And so we encourage you to just always check in with the people you love. And if you want support, if you're like, I'm worried about someone, but I don't know how to check in with them, please message us and we can help you through that process. So yeah, we just want to acknowledge it's a weird time to be talking about this. It's a weird time to be like trying to notice, is somebody having a mood shift? Are they isolating, or is this just social distancing? It's just a weird and hard time. So we want to acknowledge that as you guys go through this content.
Yeah, and I think something Miss Chelsea brought up that was really important was like being able to reach out because like I know in the Gen Z generation, you guys are all connected to each other through phones, but at the same time, it can be like awkward to like reach out to each other, especially when there's like no context. But it's still important to do that even through like social media and whatnot. I know like especially now through social media, it's a lot easier to access like really intense and like traumatizing content or like sometimes like people or your peers might post things on their stories that are like saying I need help or like some message that is saying like I need help or a check-in. And when we don't like check in with each other or sometimes when we take it like very casually, it can sometimes mean something um, or just yeah, sometimes it can affect other people too. So always like reaching out never hurts and it never hurts to try. And I know Saint had something to say about social media too.
Yeah, like everything Lena said is extremely valid, and I'm I'm older than y'all, but you know I'm still in my 20s, so I use social media as well, and I'm connected to my phone, and I notice that it can be harmful and also it can be beneficial. Um, so that's just something to keep in mind when you are on these social media apps. If you notice yourself getting overwhelmed by all of the negative information, just take a break from that. So yeah.
So we do want to talk a little bit about then how can we connect? How can we get support, especially if we're worried about somebody that may be suicidal, or maybe we're just worried about ourselves. We know can be really awkward and difficult to reach out to one of us, but we do want you to know that we're here for you. We're available through Teams. You can search up any of our names and message us through Teams. Some of us even have texting numbers you can schedule through that. We do prefer to talk on the phone or do video, just because the stuff that we're talking about is we just want to be able to give you our full attention and just to be able to respond like right away. If you do feel uncomfortable reaching out on your own, like Ms. Chelsea said, definitely let one of your teachers know or your advisor know, and they can help make that connection for you. But absolutely, it's difficult to talk to someone in this new environment, and sometimes it's hard to access somebody right away, but know that you do have support, and maybe we're not the person that you feel most comfortable talking to. We're a placeholder then. Let us help you connect to somebody that you do feel comfortable talking to about these things.
And to add on to what Melissa was saying, I want to acknowledge that the Black and Brown students have demanded that they want to have more Black mental health workers in the school. I want to acknowledge that I'm not a woman or a non-binary person. I remember that was like one of the specific ask for a therapist. I just do want to acknowledge that, and I acknowledge that I have male privilege, but if any Black and Brown students are needing someone to reach out to, please feel free to reach out to me, because I know how important it is to have representation in the field. That's one of the main reasons why I want to become a therapist, is because there are a lack of Black therapists in the field. So I completely understand where y'all are coming from, and I want to thank y'all for making that ask.
In addition, if you're someone who's like, I kind of do want support, but I don't necessarily want to talk to a therapist in a formal way, there's a couple of other places that you can get support from your peers. We've got groups like GSA, that can be a support space for the LGBTQ community and their allies. I know that there are some other clubs that you all run, if you want to mention those.
We have a young women's group in the Teen Health Center. Miss Laura, our nurse practitioner, and Miss Deborah and Chelsea as well join us. We talk a lot about a lot of different topics, and it's for any woman identifying student at Rainier Beach.
Yeah, and I am part of Asian American Club, and it's every Thursday. We have a really fun group, and we're just there to like spend time with each other. We talk about whatever comes up for the day, or we'll like play games. But it's a pretty fun community. Yeah, so anyone can really join that group too.
And I'm one of the facilitators for the DJM group, which stands for Don't Judge Me. It's a group for Black male students. So we meet on Wednesdays from 11:40 to 12:30. It's every other Wednesday. So not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after.
And there is also a similar group for Black girls called Black Girl Magic that happens on Wednesday, which is just like a nice supportive space as well. And those links, you can find all of those on the club list. And all you have to do is just click that link to join, and you are welcome. You know, if you prefer to get support from your peers and everything, those are options for you as well. So as mentioned before, suicide is a really heavy but important thing to talk about. But some of you may have, more personal experience with this, or you may have lost somebody who has died by suicide. There are people recently in our community that we have lost by suicide. So we just want to, to give you a heads up that this is potentially going to, trigger some feelings for people. And if you need to take a break, or to do some self-care, or if you want some one-on-one follow-up from any of us, we would love to be there to support you as you go through this important but hard discussion today. Sending you lots of love, y'all. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.